everybody, Angie B here with today's vlog, and today's vlog topic is Harry Potter, or Harry Potter, the Boy Who Lived. Now apologies if this is kind of a subdued vlog, but I've had a really long day. It's now 11:26 at night, and I've been up since 7, so bear with me. Okay, Harry Potter. If you don't know what Harry Potter is, I don't even know what to say. I really don't. So I'm not even going to tell you about Harry Potter, like, in terms of the story. I'm just going to tell you about my relationship, my love affair with Harry Potter. I started reading Harry Potter when I was 11 years old. I was in the 7th grade, and I happened to come across a paperback copy of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the bastardized American version of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. That was on the lending library shelf of my favorite teachers, in my favorite teacher's room, Mr. Botman. He was my English teacher, of course. And I just finished reading some Stephen King, and I wanted something fun and fantasy, and I saw Harry Potter, and I thought, this looks interesting. So I checked it out, and I read the entire book in 2 days. I read it when I was driving in the car with my family. I read it at recess, and I loved it. And I promptly started telling everybody I knew, this book is awesome, this is amazing, you guys have to read this series, it's so fantastic. And I was so excited when I found out that the second book was already out. So I immediately ordered it from Scholastic. Now, of course, nobody really believed me. All the friends that I told about it were like, oh, it's fantasy, and it's just another one of those stupid, you know, oh, it's British, and there's riding around on broomsticks, and that doesn't sound interesting. And then, lo and behold, a month later, Pottermania took off in America. JK was all over the TV. There was talks about making movies. Everyone immediately had to start buying the books. And I was just like, I told you so. For one of the first times in my life, I was ahead of the trend. I knew I knew what was going down, man. And I felt so privileged. I was like, I'm one of those cool people that discover something before everyone else, and it just felt so awesome. So I've loved Harry Potter since I was 11 years old. I'm now 22. I've spent half my life loving Harry Potter. I'm pretty sure I'll keep loving Harry Potter. I'll be in my 80s, and I'll be in some convalescent home, and I'll be reading Harry Potter, because I'm just that awesome. In terms of favorite books, okay. This is really hard, because I love all of the books in their own ways. My least favorite of the books is definitely Order of the Phoenix. I got kind of angry with Harry because he was just being such an emo, whiny bitch in it. And I mean, yeah, Harry had a lot of shit on his plate, and he had a lot of horrible stuff happen to him in his life, but I felt like it should have dawned on him earlier, you know, in earlier books, that he had a lot of stuff going on, and that, you know, it would have made more sense if he was a little bit, if he had more moments of angst leading up to the 5th book, rather than all of a sudden, oh, I am angry with everybody, and why doesn't anybody tell me anything, and stuff, so I don't know. I just got kind of fed up with Harry and Order of the Phoenix. But 2 favorite books probably in the series is either Prisoner of Azkaban, because I fell in love with Remus Lupin, and I thought he was like one of the most awesome professors ever. Also, it's just so heartbreaking when you discover the full extent of Sirius and Peter Pettigrew, and it was great. And I really loved how at the end of this book, it really dawned on you that, holy crap, this is like epic. It's just going to get crazier and crazier, and it's just really building up to something just huge. I mean, the first 2 books are perfectly great, fun, standalone books, but it's not until you get to the end of the 3rd one you really realize this is building up to something huge. So I love that about the 3rd one. It feels like a really pivotal one for me. And then probably my second favorite, which is really closely tied with my first favorite, is Goblet of Fire. Because the Triwizard Tournament was awesome. You finally found out there were other wizarding schools. French wizarding schools? Hell yeah! I still want to know, where the hell's the American wizarding school? Tell us, JK, I want to know. But I loved Goblet of Fire because it built up the stakes, man. The stakes were huge. Finally a major, like, you know, character that was close to Harry's age died. And the ending is just so great, and it still makes me cry every time. I didn't even think I was that invested in Cedric Diggory until, you know, he died, and then the wands, and his mom and his dad, and So I love Goblet of Fire a lot, too. Favorite characters. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Harry. I like Harry, but I'm not a big fan. I definitely go for the second fiddle / second banana, best friend, comic relief types. So Ron Weasley is my favorite character. I love Ron because he's goofy and he's funny and he was always there for Harry, and I just really like Ron as a character. I find him really interesting, and he's a ginger, so of course I have to like him. And I loved that through Ron, Harry finally had a family, the family that he always wanted, because the Weasleys became Harry's family. And I think it's just such a beautiful, amazing relationship and friendship, and it just makes me really happy. Second favorite character, Neville Longbottom, because Neville Longbottom is a total BAMF. He started off and he was cute and he was goofy and clumsy and forgetful, and he was just sweet and kind of in the background. But then he really came into his own, and in the 7th book, I was so glad that he finally got to be the badass he was meant to be. I mean, leading Dumbledore's army, becoming this kind of like revolutionary in Hogwarts. When he pulled out Godric's sword and cut off fucking Nagini's head, I had to put the book down and cheer and do a dance, because I was so happy that Neville finally got to be the huge BAMF he was always meant to be. And he finally got to prove that he was worthy of being a Gryffindor, and it just made me so happy. And if Neville doesn't get his badass scene in all of its glory in the 7th movie, I'm going to fucking hunt down Stephen Kloves and kill him. Because Neville deserves his moment of glory. He's been denied all of his great scenes and his great lines and the St. Mungo scene in all of the movies, and it makes me so upset because I love Neville so much, and he better have his moment to shine, Kloves. Anyway, third favorite character, closely tied with my second favorite character, is Luna Lovegood. Because she's spacey and she's dreamy and she's funny, and she's just awesome in a very subdued, spacey way. And I love the way Evanna Lynch portrayed her in the movies, because she's spot on as Luna. She's just got the perfect mix of slight insanity and yet friendship and bittersweetness and humor, and I love Luna Lovegood a lot. And I feel like if she was a real person, I would totally be friends with her. If I was sorted into a house, because I know Deb, K-Puff, likes to ask this question, I'd probably be a Ravenclaw. Because I like reading and I like learning, and I've always gotten good grades without trying very hard, and I feel like I'd be more in tune with the Ravenclaws. Although I probably would be close to a Gryffindor too, because I'm kind of brash, I say things without thinking about it, I rush into situations sometimes. And come on, guys, you know if there was a zombie uprising, Gryffindors would be the first ones to grab cricket bats and go to town. So I think I'm probably more like Hermione than any other character, even though Hermione did get annoying and priggish sometimes. I'm a lot like Hermione because I feel like I'd probably be a Gryffindor, but I'm also really bookish, so I'm either a Ravenclaw or a Gryffindor. It's kind of a toss of the coin there. Let's see, what else should I talk about? Wizard Rock. If you guys don't know about Wizard Rock, you need to check this shit out, okay? Start with Harry and the Potters. It's a brother band, 2 brothers that started it. And yeah, they're not great singers, and yeah, their songs aren't like really complicated and amazing, but their songs are so funny, and it's just so devoted to the books. It's fanboy love in music form. And some of my favorite songs, I love Save Ginny Weasley from Dean Thomas, that's probably my favorite. I love Slug Club, Dumbledore's Army, the Phoenix Song, Smoochy Smoochy Pukey Pukey, Cornelius Fudge is an Ass is a great one, and Stick It to Dolores, which has one of my favorite lyrics, "Oh my God, you look like a frog." After you check out Harry and the Potters, check out Draco and the Malfoys, which is the heavy metal, hard rock, alternative version. There's Remus and the Lupins, Luna and the Lovegoods, the Whomping Willow is a one-man band, and he's awesome. The Moaning Myrtles are pretty good. So check out Wizard Rock if you get a chance. So that's my vlog on Harry Potter. I definitely prefer the books to the movies, of course, and I think my favorite movie thus far is the 5th one, which is funny because the book's my least favorite. But can't really think of anything else to say in this vlog, and I'm probably out of time anyway, so hope you guys have enjoyed today's vlog. Check you later.